right. So we have finished our unit on fractions, and we're going to be moving on to time. So I want to read to you a couple sections out of this book, how to measure everything, because time is something that we measure. Just like you measure length, you use your ruler or your yardstick to measure length or width. We also measure time. We use a clock. There's a clock up on the wall there. We use a clock or a watch. I get my watch out here. A watch to measure time. So let's talk a little bit about time. When you ask how long between now and bedtime, you are asking about time. Time is what we measure in seconds, minutes, hours, and days. It is how long before things start or come to an end. We use clocks and calendars to measure time. And here is a cute little spider, and he says there are 3,600 seconds in 1 hour. About the time it takes me to spin a web. So in 1 hour, 60 minutes in 1 hour, and there are 3,600 seconds in 1 hour. So 1 second. This is the smallest measurement of time that we use. How long is a second? Does it take about a second to clap your hands? So go ahead and do one clap, clap, and that's about 1 second. 1 minute is made up of 60 seconds. It should take you about a minute to lace up your shoe. 1 hour. There are 60 minutes in an hour. What could you do in 1 hour? So think about that. What could you do in an hour? Do you have an hour for recess at school? Probably not an hour. I don't think you would have that long. And then we have a day. There are 24 hours in a day. A day is measured from midnight to midnight. It's 8 o'clock in the morning and I'm tired. I've been up all night. So it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Is it dark outside? And it is. It's dark outside at 1 o'clock in the morning. It's 8 o'clock in the evening. Time to go to bed. So it starts at 12 and goes all the way around 24 hours from midnight to midnight. And then it talks about calendars. We're not going to talk too much about calendars because we're more interested in the clock and the hours and minutes in a day. Months of the year, 12 months in a year. We have the seasons. And I know you guys are probably often asking, how many more months to my birthday? How many more days? So when you're asking that, again, you are asking about time. So here we go, moving hands. Each one of these clock faces shows a different time. As you can see, there is more than one way of saying each time. So this part of the clock, we actually call it a clock face. So this clock says 4 o'clock. It is on the hour of 4. This clock says 4:15 or 4:15. This means it is 15 minutes after or past the hour of 4. So we count by fives on our clock, 5, 10, 15. So we say 4:15 or a quarter past 4. This clock says 4:30 or 4:30. This means it is 30 minutes after or past the hour of 4. This clock here says 4:45 or 4:45. This means it is 45 minutes past the hour of 4. And then this here shows, let me go to 6 o'clock. There are two main types of clock, an analog and digital. An analog clock, such as this one, has moving hands. A digital clock has numbers but does not use hands. Then it says turn the wheel to see how these two kinds of clocks tell the same time in different ways. So again, this one you'll see the numbers 2:45, and this one you have to use your brain to figure out. So you can see it's not yet 3 o'clock, so it's 2. And we always start with the small hand. The shorter hand is the hour, and the longer hand is the minute. So it's 2:45. All right, and then here is a little clock game. We'll take a look at this. It says, see if you can read the times on each of these clock faces and then answer the questions. So it says, what time will it be in 1 hour? So right now it's 5 o'clock. So in 1 hour, think about it. See if you're right. 6 o'clock. Okay. What time will it be in 3 hours? If it's 1 o'clock and you go 3 hours ahead, you're going to move 2, 3, 4. Let's see if we're right. And that is correct. 4 o'clock. All right. This next one, it's 5:30 is the time that the clock is showing. What time will it be in 90 minutes? So you would have to go all the way around one time. That would be 60 minutes. And that would make it 6:30. And then 30 more minutes would be 90. And I'm thinking it's going to be 7. Let's see if we're right. Is your teacher right? Yes, 7 o'clock. Okay, now we're going to travel back in time. It says, what was the time 2 hours ago? So if it's right now, it's 10 o'clock, we would go backwards 2 hours. So we would go to 9 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Let's check it out. Yes, 8 o'clock. 2 hours ago was 8 o'clock. Last one. What was the time 30 minutes ago? So it is 11:15 and we want to go back 30 minutes. So we would go back this way, 15, 30. So that would be 10:45. Let's see. And that is correct. 10:45. So clocks are very, very fun to learn how to tell time. Let's just do this last page here before we finish. Ready, set, go. These animals are in a race. Can you figure out who is the winner, who is second, and who is third? It says Rex the dog runs the race in 360 seconds. Molly the mouse runs the race in 5 minutes and 40 seconds. And Charlie the cat runs the race in 5.5 minutes. So we would have to see who the winner is. So we have 5.5 minutes right here for the cat. We have 5 minutes and 4 seconds. So I think the cat ran the mouse was quicker than the cat because the mouse ran in less time. And let's see, we'd have to figure out 360 seconds. How many minutes is that? That would be, we would divide that by 6. So that would be 6 minutes. So we have the dog came in last. So first place was a little mouse. Second was the cat. And last place, the dog. And then the spider up here says, I could have beaten them all. I don't know about that. What do you think? You think the spider could have beat them all? All right, so that's a little bit about telling time. And we'll also next time go into a lesson about telling time. So thank you for tuning in. And thank you to my camera woman. Have a great day.